It's really windy out there. Like, it doesn't look that windy from the window, but you can hear these really big gusts of wind every once in a while. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's kind of amazing. I wish I was sleeping in. I slept in yesterday, which was fantastic, but I gotta stop sleeping in. Like, I have to get up. Nobody wants to get up. You know, it's 2020. That's kind of what I thought I'd talk about a little bit today. I've been having some real like ups and downs, and you know, some really good moments where I'm really feeling grateful for my friends, my family, for you, for everything that I have, everything that I've built, everything that I've been lucky to maintain or just to stumble across. Even this year in 2020, it being, you know, the weird nightmarish vision that it has been, but I also have just been getting like really frustrated and really angry for no apparent reason, or just feeling really sad, or feeling like a total loser, or just stagnant, or lost is another word I think that has I've come across a few times recently. And I just thought I'd share about that a little bit, because I don't think that I'm the only one. I know I'm not the only one. I have a lot of friends that are expressing similar things in different ways, and I think there's a great opportunity in it as we move forward, but there's a cost to it too, and this year has been brutal in all the ways that are so plainly obvious at this point. But you know what makes it better? At least for 5 to 10 minutes, coffee! It's pretty understandable, right? Like, especially as we ramp up to the holidays, which is supposed to be, normally, not supposed to be, I shouldn't say that, but for a lot of us, it's often a time of, you know, friendship, gathering, family, celebrating, eating, drinking, you know, having a good time. And, you know, for a lot of us, if not most of us right now, hopefully, you know, we're doing our most to minimize that and stay safe and not spread our germs around too much. And that in and of itself can be kind of frustrating and lonely. I know for me, like I'm kind of used to it in a way, because I've spent so many holidays alone. Anyways, I've lived abroad long enough that I haven't gotten to be with my family for a lot of holidays, but I have always had friends that I could spend a lot of time with, watch movies with, go for walks with, enjoy Christmas lights with, and you know, this year it's like, I mean, I can see people at the coffee shop, and I do try to have small dinners here and there, small lunches, but doesn't always work out. It's not the same. There's just something really different between having a bubble of people that you trust, that you spend some time with, that which I'm very grateful for, because I'm not doing the total isolation thing again. After, you know, a few months of not seeing anybody, I realized I was going to go crazy if I did that twice in a year. But at the same time, it's not the same as being able to go to Christmas parties, or, you know, have a giant Thanksgiving with tons of people who've never had Thanksgiving before, and getting to introduce them to it, and, you know, just spending time with people you care about. Or being able to safely fly around the world and see your family. Like, I'd love to go spend some time with my family right now, and you know, I can't. So I look forward to the next year. I look forward to what comes. Like, I feel very grateful that the vaccine has come as quickly as it has, that all the technological leaps that were made, kind of even in spite of this happening, were there already. I have a friend in Philadelphia who already received her first vaccine. She's a nurse in a hospital, and I'm very, very grateful for all of that. And that's part of the reason why I'm recording this, I think, is partially just for posterity, because I think as soon as this is all behind us, like, you know, we're just gonna move. We're gonna do our best to forget about it and move on, I think. And it's important to remember that, you know, going through it was a slow slog, and I mean, it was real. It actually happened.
Ahead of the camera, that's fine. I just wasn't really ready for you. Does that work?
Doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, looks good.
It's windy out there. Keep hearing it. You can hear the wind through like the hood over the stove in the stairwell right now.
Yeah.
Everywhere. It's a stormy day.
Yeah, apparently there's a storm in the west of France. I gotta make it alive.
Is what's that?
To whom?
Yeah, we'll see if you make it home alive. Yeah. Well, bon app.
Yep. Thanks.
It's good?
Yeah, it's good.
All right, let's try it.
Is it pasta?
It's couscous.
Oh yeah?
I think so, yeah.
Smells like pasta.
I know. The big ones. The big couscous.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call it pearled. Or pearled and perla couscous. Not bad.
Oh, it is cold and rainy, and good meeting. That was a great meeting. Had lunch, made the last of my lunchums for this week. But always good to hang out with Jean-Yves a little bit and talk shop.
Pleasant guy. I tell you that.
Yeah, have as much fun as you can. Oh, speak of the devil and he shall appear. Oh man, what a day. Look at this poor guy out riding his bike. He's speedy. Anywho, had to switch to the phone because I'm definitely not taking my camera out in this. I've got some marshmallows from Joe and Lauren, I think, to share with the Peloton. Thanks again to Chris for all the other snacks. I shared some of those with them as well. Oh, keeping me in vogue. And she sent me some Miss Renfro's salsa, which I ate very, very quickly. But yeah, good progress on that secret project. I don't know, I feel like I'm in this stage where like I want things to happen, but they just aren't happening fast enough, which is to be expected. It is 2020. And some of them have taken a really long time anyways. Like the project that he and I are talking about right now, I've been thinking about and working on and off for years. But it's getting exciting because it feels like there might be actual like legs under it this time. No guarantees, but I'm hopeful. So we're gonna take it to the next level one way or the other, whether it goes anywhere. And then if we get to that next level, oh, I'll be telling you about it for sure. Woo! Anywho, that's also partially why like I want to be filming and vlogging and sharing these stories and talking now. Even if I can't talk about the projects that I'm working on necessarily, because you know, I'm still trying to keep them under my hat. And even if things are kind of mundane and routine in the pandemic living, you know, feeling a little bit tired or frustrated or stuck, it's still valuable to talk about it and remember it, I guess, to memorialize it in a way, because it's the reality we live in now. And ultimately, hopefully, it's an expression of hope that we're gonna get past this and that this isn't gonna be the way things are forever, and that things are gonna go back to a, you know, not normal, but at least a way of living that's a little bit more alive, a little more lively. And so I think that's why it's important to talk about like the good and the bad, to remember that there is hope, but also to validate the fact that, you know, does kind of suck sometimes. Look at these stars freaking out in the wind.
Oh, hi.
Merry Christmas again. I won't make you try them on camera because I put you under a lot of pressure lately.
I love marshmallows.
That's perfect.
Oh, chocolate marshmallows.
Hopefully it's not full of non-marshmallow this time.
It's your phone that okay, fine, I thought it was in cousins. I could pay off.
Well, there you go. It's a rainy, cold, perfect day to snuggle up back inside when I get home. I'm freezing. He liked the marshmallows much better, don't you worry. Anywho, it's a hard time for all of us in different ways, and I think we've been talking about this for almost a year now, right? Like, it's very hard for some of us, not as hard for some of us, but I know that I've been struggling more the last month. I think partially because there's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, which adds that pressure like we were talking about, but also I think it's just worn on me over time. Like, we've been in this for a long time, and I finally got to that point where I was like, I just want this to be over, and it will be over. And that's important to remember too, even if it doesn't always feel like it. So those are some thoughts on the day. I hope you're doing all right wherever it is you are. If you are struggling, having a bad time, do take the time to reach out if you can to somebody nearby, one of your friends, family. I don't know. Don't suffer quietly alone if you can help it. And if you're doing okay today, if you're in a spot to reach out and look out for somebody else today, not a bad thing to do. And in the meantime, hope you're doing all right, and I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning for a little bit more of this Parisian humdrummery, because my life is just as, you know, locked down and boring. It's interesting because we might go back into a full-on lockdown next week. We're not sure. I was hoping that in January things would start opening back up and I could get back to the 80 and 8, but I think it's actually going to go back to being much more restrictive. We'll see how that looks. But I'll keep you posted. And in the meantime, anyways, I'll see you tomorrow and we'll just kind of see where things take us. So yeah, hope you're doing all right. I'll see you tomorrow.